Good morning, children. Here I am with a new video of history, chapter number 9, The Making of the National Movement, 1870s to 1947. Children, in the previous chapters, we have looked at the British conquest of territories and takeover of kingdoms, introduction of new laws and administrative institutions, changes in the lives of farmers and tribal, educational changes in the 19th century, debates regarding the condition of women, social and religious reform, the revolt of 1857, and the decline of craft and growth of industries. On the basis of what we have read about these issues, do you think Indians were really happy with the British rule? Then, how were different groups and classes dissatisfied? Let us look into this in this chapter. Children, before proceeding further, let us first understand the meaning of nationalism. Nationalism is an identity that is shared by people who live together and are bound by common culture, history, and aspiration. This common identity marked the beginning of an organized national movement in India. People started thinking beyond regional boundaries and felt part of a nation. It unified every part of the country and inspired fervor in every Indian. There were many causes for the rise of Indian nationalism. Let us discuss them in detail. India was brought under the direct administration of the British Crown after the revolt of 1857. Every Indian was unhappy under the British rule as all the sections of the population were exploited. Farmers and artisans were burdened with taxes. Widespread poverty embittered the entire country. The British greed for profit made them force Indian farmer to plant cash crops, as a result of which food production declined. There were frequent famines in which thousands died. The British introduced modern education only to create an educated class who would help them in administrative work. However, with the spread of modern education, a large number of Indians imbibed a modern national, secular, democratic and political outlook. Revolutionary and nationalist movements in other countries became sources of inspiration for them. The English language became a medium of communication for the spread of modern ideas amongst the educated. Newspapers in English and local languages voiced the aspirations of the people and became powerful instruments for spreading national consciousness. The British considered themselves superior to the Indians, followed a policy of racial discrimination and arrogance towards Indians. The ICS, which upheld the administration of the country, consisted mostly of Englishmen. Indians could appear for the competitive exams but found it very difficult to get selected. The exams were held in London and few could afford to take them. The Vernacular Press Act of 1878 imposed severe censorship on the Indian press, newspapers, and journals. The Arms Act of 1879 forbade Indians to possess arms. In 1883, Lord Ilbert passed a controversial bill called as Ilbert Bill, which had a provision that gave Indian judges the power to try legal cases involving Europeans. The British community protested vehemently against the bill, and the government was forced to withdraw the bill. The Ilbert Bill controversy enraged Indians. The event highlighted the racial attitude of the British in India. The need for an all India organization of educated Indians had been felt since 1880. The Indian National Congress was established when 72 delegates from all over the country met at Bombay in December 1885. The early leaders of INC were mostly from Bombay and Kolkata, like Dadabhai Naroji, Firoz Shah Mehta, Badruddin Tyabji, R.C. Dutt, Surendranath Banerjee, etc. Naroji, a businessman and publicist, settled in London and for a time member of the British Parliament, guided the younger nationalist. A retired British official, A.O. Hume, also played a part in bringing Indian from the various regions together. Congress was moderate and initially it demanded participations of Indian in government and administration, legislative councils to be more representative and powerful. Other demands of the Congress were it demanded high positions for Indians in government, and they also demanded for civil services exams to be held in India along with London. The Congress also demanded repeal of Arms Act, freedom of speech and expression. Economic issues raised by Congress were high revenue has led to poverty in India, grain export to Europe has led to food shortage, there was a drain of wealth. So, Congress demanded for cut in taxes, cut in military expenses, more funds for irrigation. It also passed SALT resolution. Children, these are few images of the early leaders of Indian National Congress. So children, this is all for today. We will discuss more about this chapter in the next video. Till then, goodbye.